Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's doing well. Are you ready to get messy? I'm clearly not, that's why I've got gloves on. Okay, so I am gonna paint these things today. I did make a bunch more of these, so well, I mean, you will have seen that I refilled the moulds. Unfortunately, the cat ones did not go that well, so you can see there that one did not work very well at all. The cabochons moved, so like this is the edge of the cabochon, which is why I've not carved any more out of the clay. So I don't know, it looks a little bit derpy, but we'll see. And then this one as well, the cabochons have just kind of like changed a little bit inside, so I was clearly pressing like way too hard on the cat heads, but I'll just move them over there. These ones worked out okay. These are fine, the cabochon stayed in the right place, so hopefully this will work out. So I've got my mess towel and I've got cling film, but I feel like that's probably a mistake if I've got all of these on here. Thinking about it now, because if I've got water going everywhere, that is just going to literally go everywhere. So I just had them like stored on cling film, so I'm just going to remove that. Okay, so let's see. I don't really know what I'm going to do, but do you know, I did have a good idea. So you know how I did that video with all the brusho stuff? I was thinking to just kind of like give that a go. So yeah, I'm just going to move all of this and then I'm going to try that. Okay, I definitely should have looked for them before I said anything. I literally do not understand how things can disappear so completely. Like, I've just literally torn my craft room apart to try and find those brushos and I cannot find them anywhere, and I like honestly cannot think where on earth they could have possibly gone. I really do think there's some kind of like little craft fairies or something that just steal your stuff. Right, okay, so the only thing I did find, I don't know if this is a good idea, it probably really isn't a good idea, but hey ho, let's give it a go. I just wanted to see like what would happen. Let's pick purple. So I didn't really like this flower, so I'm going to try it with this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna, do I need to snip the top off actually? I don't know. Yeah, I think I do. I think I've got some open ones because these are what I used to colour my pirate bottle. So definitely use the teal. Yeah, so there's ink there. So let's just go with teal. Okay, and then what else is open? I don't want to just open them in case this is just a complete mess and just doesn't do anything, which I feel like is probably the case here. Is that open? No, must be the other blue. I definitely have a blue open because I used it for this bottle. Oh, sod it, let's just open the pink. The purple, I mean. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Let's get some scissors. Cool. God, I must have done this before because if you can see there's a bit of blue there. I have got a wet wipe, I don't know if that's gonna do anything. Sort of. Right, I'm just gonna, before I start actually touching the ink, I'm just gonna bring my fan closer because I'm gonna die otherwise. I'm so hot from pulling the craft room apart, and if I get ink on it, my husband's not gonna be too happy. So right, so I'm just gonna drop some purple here. Yeah, I'll get a blue going. Let me just get some scissors that I don't use for anything. These will do. I think I was thinking I might, I don't know, spray this with water, but I feel like with the heat it's probably just dried immediately. I don't know. Let's see what happens if I spray it with some water. Just get another brush, just see if that does anything. Kind of. Not loads, we're just experimenting to see what works, you know. That's not too bad, but I mean there's not really a lot of colour going on in some of the areas, but well, actually if I work it a little bit rougher, it seems to be spreading the colour a little bit. Okay, so that's one idea. I don't like it. I'm not going to do any more like that. Okay, so the next plan was to paint it with gesso. So what I wanted to do was paint them with gesso and then use the gilding wax, which I do have now. I wonder if there's still, oh yeah, there's still some moisture in there. I was like, I literally haven't opened this for I don't know how long. So. Right, let's just give it a go. I'll just bring that down a little bit so you can see. That was pretty cool what I just did there. I've basically, Alex has got a new phone contract, so I was using his old phone, but now I'm using his old phone, and I've literally just factory reset my Redmi Note phone and just going to get rid of it because it's honestly a nightmare. It's it doesn't do the most basic things. There's nothing on my phone whatsoever, yet it says that my apps are filling the entire memory, but there's literally only like very essential apps, like, and I mean only essential. There's like barely anything on there at all, and it's saying that it's full. So it's honestly the most infuriating thing in the world. So yeah, so now I've got Alex's phone that he was just using, and he's now just got a new one on a new contract. So now I've got some fancy little things I can do whilst filming, like the little zoom thing I just did there. Never tried that before, so that was quite fun. But I mean, I literally have only had this phone for a couple of days, so it's fun to play about. Okay, so I think this is going to be quite a long process. So what I'm going to do, so I just want to show you this one because this one's quite fiddly, so you could see what I'm doing. Basically is, you know, I'm not really like doing anything spectacular. I'm just wondering whether it's worth maybe just painting a little bit of gesso in some of the white spaces on here. Probably completely ruining it, but just gonna go around the edge at least to get rid of the white. And then just kind of, I don't know, randomly dot it in some places that look lighter. Okay, that's definitely a lot better. And I feel like I probably will use the gilding wax on this. Okay, so that's that. Just wondering what else I can try. Let me just get rid of the black gesso. Right, so I have got some very dusty paints. It's been a long time since I've painted anything. Sorry, that was probably such an awful sound. Right, so I'm gonna grab this one. Just trying to like pick ones that I don't really, not dislike, but don't really have much of a liking for necessarily. And then I've got a palette up here actually. Nice and clean. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of this. Whoops. So this is just some metallic acrylic paint, super cheap from Hobbycraft, I think. Just want to see what it looks like to just paint straight on these to see if it actually would pick anything up. I mean, it does pick up the colour, but it's not amazing. No, it's pretty rubbish. So yeah, I think black gesso is probably the way to go. The only thing that I'm going to just try whilst I'm with you, whilst you're with me even, is I'm going to try and paint the cat head, but I'm going to try on the one that I'm not a big fan of first, just to kind of see. This is just a mess towel, sorry. So you can see I don't really care about it, but I mean generally if I wash it I just stick it in the washing machine by itself. Okay, so let's try. That was too much. Okay. There was less cracks on these ones though, to be fair, but I think I left these maybe a bit longer, I'm not sure. I definitely don't have this down to a fine art, I'll be honest with you. So I think what I'll probably do is I'll just paint this one on camera with you, and then what I'll do is paint the rest of them, and then I'll let them dry, though to be fair, I mean this gesso looks like it's literally drying as we speak, so I don't think it'll take too long, and then I will come back with some gilding wax and just have a little go of that with you and just see how that works, and then how like some of the metallic paints and things that I've got work. And yeah, just have a general little go of it. This is quite fun. I've not done anything like this for quite a while, and hopefully it's inspiring you to crack out those moulds and no pun intended, and to give it a go basically. Okay, it is looking better now that it's black, to be honest. Just checking I'm still in frame because it's super zoomed up. Okay. I kind of like it like that, to be honest. I don't know. I feel like maybe I should probably give these a second coat just to kind of go over any little bits that I've missed, or like bits that I'm pulling up because I'm touching it or something. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I've got a smaller brush. Lol, that's too small. I've got this one actually. Let's try that. I just really don't want to like paint an eye, but I suppose like, I don't know, because this gesso is really just drying so quickly. I'd rather try and avoid getting in there. I'm just going to be quiet for a second whilst I focus on this, because otherwise I am literally just not going to cope. Okay, yeah, that worked. Though, can't see the eye now. So maybe I should have just left it. I suppose I could paint it back like a different colour, kind of give it some eyeshadow or something maybe. I think where I've tried to like chisel some of the clay off, maybe I've not gotten rid of the loose ends quite so well. Because I'm definitely getting little flecks. So all I've done here is just wrapped a wet wipe around the end of the brush, because I can see I've gotten some of the paint on there, and that seems to have worked quite nicely. Yep, nice. Okay, let's just do this last eye and I'll stop being quiet. Okay, so that looks pretty cool. Like, I know you can't really see the actual definition of the eyes, but I think the comparison, this one's definitely better. Do you know what I might do actually? If I can find it, I might have some eyeshadow, some like metallic eyeshadow, because there is something that I did. Let me just grab it. This was something that I did like years and years and years ago. And it's, oh my god, it's a little bit dusty. It's a lot dusty. But it was just something that I wanted to try. Let me just try and just clean this up a little bit. Now, I'm not saying this is by any means a masterpiece, but I just saw some mixed media art and I just really wanted to give it a go. So it's on like a canvas piece, and it was just literally something I bought from the pound shop or the dollar store, and it was like, yeah, it was like £1, and I just kind of, I had a bunch of craft supplies. I didn't really know what to do with them, so I think I saw maybe some videos or some, I don't know what I saw, but I was just like, I'm gonna give it a go. So I this is like a little dragonfly wooden cutout, and that's another one. And then in the background I've done some stenciling using a bit of texture paste. This is a piece of that like bling stuff. A plastic flower that I painted. So I think I painted all these items black maybe, and then I used my patina paste possibly on this. This is one of those little wooden nameplate things, and some beads, some straws for some reason. These are those little glass beads that, you know, you fill like vases with. And then these are some little, these are red and black butterflies. And then this is a big purple, not purple, pink plastic rose, and I did some like wire coiled around it and then used a frame there. And then I had a couple of big frame pieces, so I cut them in half and did that with it. So yeah, this was like a lot of fun. So I want to do something similar to this. So I think, oh yeah, it's not the patina paste, it's eyeshadow. It's not literally the point I got it out for. Yeah, all of this is eyeshadow. I feel like maybe I sprayed it with some sort of finishing spray as well, because it doesn't come off. Does it? Oh, it does come off if you wipe it a little bit. But yeah, this, you know, this was like one of the first things I ever made when I started doing the crafting stuff. So this was fun. But I'm thinking to do some eyeshadow rubbing on some of these as well would be quite cool. So I think that I am definitely going to give that a try. I'm definitely going to be using the gilding wax as well, because I'd like to add that in, because I've literally bought it specifically for this. But I have got some patina paste, but I mean, you guys have seen the quality of that patina paste if you saw my pastel glass series, because it's so old. Like, it really is super old paste that I've had for I don't know how long. So I'll try that maybe on some of the ones that I'm not a huge fan of, and then kind of, yeah, I'll do all that with you though, so you can see the fun little experiments. I'm really sad about the Gesso stuff though, but I think based on what happened when I just painted this without the black gesso on, I feel like, and it'll make me feel better if I think this way, it probably wouldn't have stuck, because as you saw from the tag videos, like, you spray it on and it is super vibrant and lovely, but then all of a sudden it just starts to dissipate as it dries and it gets really pale and stuff. So I really want to have kind of, well, I was hoping for really strong vibrant colours, so let's just call the Gesso stuff a failed experiment. Or, I mean, to be fair, if you guys have some and you are doing something like this and I've inspired you to grab your moulds out and stuff and you use something like Gesso, tag me in social media. I'd absolutely love to see anything that you guys are making. It would be awesome. So I'm just at Fallen Angel Prints on Facebook, on Instagram and on YouTube. So if you make anything, feel free to tag me in it. I'd love to see it. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to do with you guys on camera, because otherwise this is going to be a day-long video. No one wants to sit there and watch me do this all day. So I will put a little bit at the end, I think, of me completing, of what the completed pieces look like in the black, and then I'll do another video where I decorate them with the gilding wax and the eyeshadow and stuff. So I will leave it there for today, but thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button, because it would really help out my business and I'd love to have you. Alright guys, see you next time, bye! Hey! So I am just adding on the last bit. So this took me a few days to complete this. It was a ball ache, to say the least. I can't even phrase that a different way. But this is what the finished ones look like. So, sorry, this is a little bit freehand. It's not what you're used to, but I figured this would be the easiest way, because I have literally just finished painting them. Now, I realise these two look a little bit crazy, but something cool has actually happened here. So these are, or were, not possible to paint with gesso, and also just to let you know, this is the gesso that I was using, just if anyone wanted to know. So basically what I did was, you know how I was using the ink on that blue flower, Basically that is what I did with this. I just literally poured ink all over it, and I am very happy with that. And then this was the one that I'd attempted to actually paint black, but like literally the only thing that's on here is black gesso and red ink. But what is that? Like what's happened here? Like I literally poured the red ink over the black gesso so that it would get into the cracks and stuff, but it's literally turned it gold, and I don't know what's gone on there, but that looks awesome and I actually love this. I love it when things are just such an accident that they just look amazing. But yeah, so that's literally all of them. My gilding wax has now arrived, so I will be doing another video soon, and that will be of me trying to use the gilding wax and figuring out different things. Although to be fair, I'm kind of excited to see what else I could do with this this little heart thing. The lighting's not amazing, so I've got this little light here, if you can see a little bit better. This is just a little blowfish book light, and I use that now and again. Okay, but yeah, that's everything. So I will leave it there. I've already said goodbye and stuff, so I'm just gonna see you next time. Bye.